Good afternoon, class.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Okay, let us all stand for our opening prayer. Okay, Roxanne, can you lead the prayer? To those who are praying, please stand with us. Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. Amen. Okay, may you take your seats. Class, are you ready for our discussion today?
Yes, ma'am.
If you are ready, I have here the pictures. All you need to do is observe the pictures carefully. And now, class, what can you observe in the picture? Okay, Trisha?
I have seen there's a blood in the fingertip.
Okay, very good. There's a blood in the fingertip. Next picture. Okay, Roxanne?
The baby is nice.
Okay, very good. In this picture, what can you observe? Okay, Roxanne?
The baby smells a hand.
Okay, very good. And the first picture, have you seen a true blood class?
Yes, ma'am.
What in the instances that we can see a true blood? Okay, Roxanne? Okay, if there's someone, we can see a true blood. Class, I have here a short video. All you need to do is observe the video carefully and answer the following questions. But before that, I will group you into three groups. This will be the group 1, and this will be the group 2, and this will be the group 3. And this is your materials. The group 1, group 2, and group 3. And this is our bio questions. Okay, for group 1, can you read?
What is blood? What are the components of blood? What is the function of plasma? What is the function of red blood cells?
Okay, for group 2.
What is the function of white blood cells? What is the function of platelets? What is blood vessels? What is the function of blood vessels?
The group 3.
What are the types of blood vessels? What is the function of artery? What is the function of veins? What is the function of capillary?
And class, choose one representative to report your answer. Is that clear, class?
Yes, ma'am.
I will play the video.
Hello, friends. Today, we'll learn about blood. Blood is essential to keep everyone alive. It carries nutrients and oxygen to the cells in the body. Blood carries waste materials to the lungs, kidneys, and digestive system to be removed from the body. It also fights infections and carries hormones. There are various components to blood: plasma, red blood cells, white blood cells, and platelets. Let's understand about each. Plasma. It is the yellowish liquid portion of blood. Plasma is the single largest component of human blood, comprising approximately 55%. It contains water, salt, antibodies, enzymes, and some proteins. Red blood cells. Red blood cells are also called erythrocytes or RBCs. It comprises about 45% of blood. They contain a protein called hemoglobin that carries oxygen. Blood gets its vibrant red color when hemoglobin picks up oxygen in the lungs. Red blood cells live for about 120 days. Every day, the body makes new RBCs to replace those that die. RBCs are produced in the soft, fatty tissue inside bone cavities called bone marrow. White blood cells. White blood cells are also called leukocytes or WBC. These are the cells of the immune system which are involved in protecting the body against foreign invaders and infectious diseases. cells in the bone marrow called hematopoietic stem cells. Platelets. If one of your blood vessels gets damaged, it sends out signals that are picked up by the tiny platelets. The platelets then rush to the site of damage and form a clot to repair the damage.
The blood vessels. The blood vessels are tubular structures that transport blood throughout the body.
There are 3 types of blood vessels. In our body, you will find arteries, veins, and also capillaries. These are the 3 main types of blood vessels, and you need to be able to explain how the structure of these vessels relates to their functions. A common exam question would be to recognize and describe the differences between the different kinds of blood vessel. So let's start by having a look at the role of arteries. Arteries are large blood vessels that carry blood from your heart to organs and tissues. Arteries carry blood at high pressure. This diagram shows a cross-section of an artery. This vessel has a very thick wall, which is made up of muscle and elastic tissue. This allows it to carry blood at high pressure without being damaged. The hole in the middle of this cross-section is the lumen, and in arteries, this is narrow to maintain high pressure. Now, let's have a look at the role of veins. Veins are large blood vessels that return blood to the heart from the tissues and organs. Veins carry blood at low pressure. Again, this diagram shows a cross-section, but this time it shows a vein. This vessel has a thin wall, which is made of muscle and elastic tissue like the arteries. However, it's thinner than artery walls. Veins have got a wider lumen than arteries because they carry blood at a much lower pressure. So what else distinguishes veins from arteries? Veins have one-way valves. Valves keep blood flowing in the correct direction. This diagram of a vein on the left shows a valve that's open. This allows blood to move through. In this diagram of a vein on the right, the valve is shut. When the valve is shut like this, it stops blood from flowing backwards through the vein. This maintains a one-way flow of blood through this vessel. You don't need to memorize the names of any specific valves in the body, just know that their job is to keep blood flowing in the correct direction. So lastly, what is the role of the capillaries? Capillaries are tiny blood vessels that carry blood within tissues and organs. There are billions and billions of capillaries in the body. Substances can pass through capillary walls to and from the surrounding cells. This diagram shows a cross-section of a capillary. Capillary walls are very thin, made up of endothelial cells, 1 cell thick. This blood vessel doesn't have the same wall of elastic and muscular tissue as the veins and arteries. The endothelial cells form a single layer that lines the blood vessels and they regulate exchanges between the bloodstream and surrounding tissues. Because capillaries are extremely thin, they matter.
Are you done, class?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, can you paste your output? And choose one representative to Okay, kindly report your answer, group 1.
Good afternoon, everyone. Our questions are, what is blood? Blood is a vital liquid in our bodies. Second, what are the components of blood?
The components of blood are plasma, white blood cells, red blood cells, and platelets. The third is, what is the function of plasma? Plasma is to take nutrients, hormones, and proteins to the parts of the body. The last is, what is the function of red blood cells? So RBC or red blood cells is the one that carry oxygen from the lungs and deliver it to our body.
Okay, for group 2, can you report your output?
Hello everyone, I am from the group 2 and our question is what is the function of white blood cells? So the function of white blood cells is to protect the body against both infection, disease, and foreign invaders. So what is the function of platelets? Platelets is to prevent and stop the bleeding. And what is blood vessels? The blood vessels is a hollow muscular tube in our bodies. And thus, what is the function of blood vessels? The function of blood vessels is to the channels or conduits through which blood is distributed to the body tissues.
Okay, for group 3, can you report your output? So our question is, what are the types of blood vessels? The type of blood vessels are the artery, veins, and capillary. And the second question is, what is the function of artery? Artery is distribute oxygen rich blood to your body. And number 3, what is the function of veins? The veins is collect oxygen for blood and return to your heart. And what is the function of capillary? Capillary transport blood, nutrients, and oxygen to cells in your organ and body system. Okay? And now class, based from our activity earlier, what do you think our possible topic this afternoon? Okay, Risha?
I think, Mom, it's all about blood and blood vessels.
Okay, you've got the correct answer. Our topic for today is all about blood and blood vessels. But before that, this is our learning objectives. Everybody read.
Describe function of blood and blood vessels. Create and label the components of blood and the types of blood vessels. State the importance of blood and blood vessels.
And now class, what is blood? Okay, Claribel.
Blood is a body liquid in our body.
Okay. Blood is a body liquid in our body. Okay. Blood is a body fluid in a circulatory system of humans and other vertebrates that delivers necessary substances such as nutrients and oxygen to the body. Okay, class. And now class, do you know that there are 4 components of blood?
No.
Okay. This is the components of the blood. The first is plasma, red blood cells, white blood cells, and platelets. This is the diagram of plasma. And now class, what is plasma?
Okay, plasma is responsible for distributing water where your body needs it, delivering hormones, nutrients, and proteins to parts of your body and helping to exchange oxygen and carbon dioxide.
Okay, very good. Plasma is responsible for distributing water within our body. So the plasma is a very big contribute within our body because the plasma delivers hormones, nutrients, and proteins within our body. So what will happen if our plasma is low? Okay, do you have any idea? Okay? None? So, okay, Aurelio?
I think manimik na.
Okay? Maybe. So, plasma, if our plasma is lower than the normal plasma, the protein levels of that indicate serve as malnutrition. So, we should protect the plasma and able to become healthy. So, what is the function of plasma class? Okay? Roxanne?
The function of plasma mom is to take nutrient hormones and put this in the parts of the body.
Okay, very good. So, the plasma is a big contribution because the plasma is the one who take the nutrients, hormones, and proteins within our body. So, imagine class, this is the plasma, the yellowish, the liquid within our body is 55%, which contains the salt and minerals, waters, and proteins. So, and now class, what is red blood cells? Okay, Marvin.
Red blood cells carry oxygen from our lungs to the rest of our bodies. Then they make the return trip, taking carbon dioxide back to our lungs to be exhaled.
Okay, very good. Red blood cells is the one who carry oxygens and from our lungs to the rest of our body. Then they make the return the carbon dioxide during back and to our lungs to be exhaled. So, what will be the possible if our red blood cells is low? Okay, Roxanne?
Anemic naman.
Okay, very good. That's one of the example of red blood cells and anemic. So anemic is not enough healthy red blood cells. It causes tiredness, shortness of breathing. So these are the diagram of red blood cells. Which is the red blood cells is 45% liquid in our body. And next one class. What is the function of red blood cells? Okay, Trisha.
The red blood cells is the one who carries oxygen from the lungs and deliver it throughout our body.
Okay, the red blood cells is the one who carry the oxygen from our lungs to and deliver it through our body. And the next class, what is white blood cells? Hey, Renilio.
White blood cells are the one protect us against bacteria, viruses, and parasites.
Okay. The white blood cells is a very big help in our body because this white blood cells is to fight against bacteria, viruses, and parasites. So the blood vessels will kill the bacteria, the viruses. For example, if we have an dengue, so the white blood cells will fight the bacteria to become to fight the viruses. So the white blood cells is to protect against the bacteria. So, okay, this 1% is the white blood cells. And class, what is the function of white blood cells? Okay, Trisha.
The white blood cells is the one who protect the body against blood infection, diseases, and foreign invaders.
Okay, very good. Like what I said earlier, that the white blood cells is the one who protect us to be healthy, so that the bacteria and the viruses cannot destroy our body. So the next is, what is platelets? Okay, so yeah.
A platelets is to prevent and stop the bleeding.
Okay, very good. The primary functions of platelets is to prevent and stop the bleeding. If a blood vessel is damaged, the body sends signals to platelets, which cause them to travel to the injured area. So what will happen if our platelets is low? Okay, Trisha.
If our platelets is low, no one is going to prevent and stop the bleeding.
Okay, very good. No one will stop the bleeding if we got injured because our platelets is low. So what is the function of platelets?
Platelets is the one who prevent and stop the bleeding.
Okay, very good. I have here pictures. This is the damaged area class. This one, and this is the blood clot. This is the one who stop the bleeding area. So if our platelets is low, so the blood clot will not appear because our platelets is low. So we should take care of our blood so that our platelets will cover if we got injured. And next class, what is blood vessels? Okay, Margie Jane.
Blood vessels is how the muscular tube in our bodies.
Okay, very good. Blood vessels are the channels through that carry blood throughout your body. Blood vessels are the channels or conduits through which blood is distributed to the body tissue. Class, this is blood vessels in our body. Imagine class that by adulthood, which we have each have 60,000 miles of blood vessels inside our body. So what is the function of blood vessels? Hey, Roxanne.
Blood vessels serve as channels of blood clots through which blood is distributed to body tissues.
Okay, the blood vessels is the one who is the and class. What are the 3 types of blood vessels? Here. So yeah.
The 3 types of blood vessels are the artery, the veins, and the capillary.
And now class, what is the function of the artery? Okay, Norbert.
The function of our artery is to distribute oxygen-rich blood to our body.
Okay, very good. The arteries are blood vessels that distribute oxygen-rich blood to your entire body. It also have a thick blood vessels. So class, who can point which part of the artery is the thickest? Okay, Trisha. I will point which part of the artery. Okay, very good. This yellow part is the thickest part of the the arteries. So, the next class, what is this? Area.
Veins are blood vessels located throughout your body that collect oxygen.
Okay, very good. Blood vessels are located throughout your body that collects oxygen for blood and return it to your heart. It also have thin blood cells. So, in artery, the artery is the one who collect rich blood cells throughout our body. In the veins is the one who carry or collect the oxygen
This one, ma'am.
Okay. This one is the thin part of the this. And now class, what is the function of this in our body? Okay, Laika?
To collect oxygen for blood and to return to your heart.
Okay, the one is to the bees collect oxygen for blood back to our heart. And now class, what is capillary? Okay, Surya.
A capillary, ma'am, is the one transport blood, nutrients, and oxygen to cells in your organ and body system.
Okay, very good. Let's give a hand for Surya. Okay, the primary function of the capillary is to exchange of the materials between the blood and tissues cells. Capillaries are the smallest blood vessels in vascular system. So, this is the capillary. So, imagine that the capillary is the one who are the smallest among those three blood vessels. That the blood vessels or the capillary is the one who exchange materials between blood and tissues in our body. So now class, do you have any clarification or questions?
None, ma'am.
If none, let's have an individual activity. Okay, everybody read.
Draw.
Label the components of blood in the text of blood vessels.
Okay, can they get one and pass? I will give you 5 minutes to do the activity. Class, are you done?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, pass it forward. And now class, to test your understanding, I have some questions. But before that, I think you are sleepy, so let's have an energizer. Roxanne, can you read that our energizer? Let's see. Head,
Shoulder, knees and toes, knees and toes. Head, shoulder, knees and toes, knees and toes. And eyes and ears and mouth and nose. Head, shoulder, knees and toes, knees and toes.
speak faster.
Head, shoulder, knees and toes, knees and toes. Head, shoulder, knees and toes, knees and toes. And eyes and ears and mouth and nose. Head, shoulder, knees and toes, knees and toes.
Okay, class, take your seats. And now, class, what is the function of the blood? Okay, Laika.
The function of the blood is a bloody liquid in our body.
Okay. Give 3 claps for Laika. Okay, do you have any idea?
Blood is the one that carries nutrients to our body.
Okay, very good. Let's give a round of applause for Roxanne. And now, class, what are the 4 components of the blood? Okay, Risha, can you give one?
Plasma.
Okay. Glorbeth, can you give one?
White blood, ma'am.
Okay, very good. Soya,
Red blood mass.
and Lilia.
Blood vessels, ma'am.
Okay, give yourself a round of
prevents the blood in bleeding.
Okay, very good. Platelets is the one who stops the bleeding in a wounded area. So, do you think platelets is important in our blood?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, very good. What are the types of blood vessels? Okay, Marvin Jane.
The three types of blood vessels are veins, artery, and capillaries.
Okay, can give Marvin Jane a round of applause. Okay, what is the function of veins? Okay, Soya.
The function of a veins, ma'am, is to collect poor blood, ma'am.
Okay, very good. The function of veins is to collect blood vessels in our body, and also the thin veins are also a thin blood vessels. And now, class, why is it important to know the different types of blood vessels and the components of blood vessels? Okay, so yeah, what is the importance of knowing the 4 types of blood and the types of blood vessels?
The importance of knowing the parts of the blood and the parts of the blood vessels is that for us to know for us to identify each function of these parts and how this work in our body.
Okay, very good. Give 3 million class in Susuya.
10 million, congratulations.
Okay, class, it is important to know the components of blood and the types of blood vessels in our body because for blood, it helps us to prevent for our blood to become unhealthy, and also the blood vessels to become if our blood vessels is damaged, so we can prevent. And now, class, I know that you already understand our discussion today. Let's have a quiz. Okay, kindly read.
Be interested, be carefully.
Encircle the correct answer.
Okay. Kindly get one and pass. I will give you 3 minutes to answer these following questions. Class, are you done?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, pass it forward. And now, class, everyone stand. Okay. Laika, kindly lead the prayer.
For those who are Catholic, please send us the prayers.
Father, Son, and Holy Spirit,